Okay, this torture event here took place just 5 days before the now world famous torture incident that would end up being the end of this goon squad. Most likely because when Hunter Elwood put the weapon in Michael Corey Jenkins' mouth and pulled the trigger, Michael Corey Jenkins survived. It let the world know because Eddie Parker's story was corroborated by Michael Corey Jenkins surviving and able to tell the same story. There's much similarities in this case as there is to the Michael Corey Jenkins and Eddie Parker case. Now the two deputies involved in this one are Christian Dedman and Hunter Elwood. Lyin Bryan Bailey is like a father figure to Christian Dedman. Basically, they were inseparable. Christian Dedman was the lead drug investigator for the Rankin County Sheriff's Department. Hunter Elwood is, of course, the deputy who put the in the mouth of Michael Corey Jenkins and pulled the trigger. He also is the deputy that was present and went into Damien Cameron's house without a warrant, like this incident, like the other incident with Michael Corey Jenkins and Eddie Parker. No warrant, but Damien Cameron did not survive that event. In this situation, Dedman and Elwood stormed into Grosier's house a few minutes after he had just sold $50 worth of narcotics to someone. Grosier was in the home with a female friend of his. They rushed Grosier into a bedroom and shoved a weapon so far down his mouth that he vomited. They tased him in his thighs and in his stomach repeatedly until he confessed to selling drugs to someone that he did not even know. Then they found, and I've got to be careful here because of censors and not getting a violation here, but let's just say they found an object in Grosier's back. And they were putting it in and out of his mouth. After that, they found a picture of his female friend on his phone that she was topless. There were some topless pictures of her on his phone. They made so many lewd comments about it. Then, as they were leaving, for good measure, they went ahead and poured soda all over the food that the female friend was preparing for Grosier's. Now remember, Sheriff Lyin Bryan Bailey, still sheriff of the Rankin County Sheriff's Department, who claims to not have known about any of this, even though there's been Facebook Messenger messages that you could see people telling him about. See that little bubble of his face next to the messages, so we know he read them. He knew about it. But if he didn't know about it, what kind of sheriff is this? We're talking 20 years of torture going on. Obviously, with this being 5 days before that other incident, this is just how they roll. This is how they do business. They get confessions from these people, whether it's going on or not, and they're always finding drugs or doing what it takes to find drugs. And then I don't know if that's why they're so insane and sadistic, if they're just craving drugs, but these drug-crazed thugs, I don't like using that word, but if there's a definition of a thug, it's these guys. Yo, Dre, I've got something to say.